Hello my friends, and as always, thank you very much for watching my video. Today I want to share with you this bandolier that I just picked up from eBay. I got it for $50 plus shipping. There were only about 3 people watching it, and it kind of confirmed to me that when it comes to certain equipment, even though people might be interested in the time period and their uniforms and this and that, like the Mexican Revolution, 1910-1920, or the Boer War, the Second Boer War, 1899 to 1902, there's still a lot of people who don't really know a lot of little fine details. There's some people who know quite a bit. There's a lot of people who know, quite a little. This particular bandolier, I named the video Boer or Mexican bandolier, and I'm even going back and forth if it's Mexican or is it Boer, because both those countries are used 7mm Mausers, and that's actually what fits in here. Only one cartridge or stripper clip fits in here, not 2. And to me, this is very Germanish. But the question is, did the Germans, other than Mausers, did they supply anything else to the Mexican army? We certainly know that they did for the Boers. They wanted to stick it to the British, and for the Boers, we all know these particular bandoliers down here, like this guy here. Everybody knows that bandolier. This other one here, where the bullets are sticking out, everybody knows that one, right? Those are the 2 main Boer War bandoliers that people notice. There's another one that has a leather and canvas. There's a repro of that one, but it's not super well known, but it is known. But look at here. There are plenty of pictures of these guys wearing these types of full pouch, full pocket bandoliers, which kind of looks like the one I have. Now this one here, there's a repro of this one going out, and this one has 2 pouches or 2 pockets per flap. But there is a repro of that one. But this one here, there are actually a lot of photos of that. Now if you Google Boer War bandolier, you won't see this one too much, but if you Google Boer War photographs, this one will pop up in quite a few places. Now some of you who do know about Boer Wars, maybe you've never dove into the Mexican Revolution, but again, you can see these types of bandoliers in the Mexican Revolution. Now this snap here is, I want to say it's about 12mm, and look at this type of somebody called it a Sigma snap, but it's actually, I don't think it is a Sigma. And if you look at this here, now the ends here are actually, they swivel a bit, okay? This is not because they're worn out. Otherwise, because if these were not supposed to move, they'd be stitched along here, and obviously there's no stitching here. Same thing for the buckle. There's no stitching here, okay? Now this is smooth side, and the back is rough side, all right? And if you look at the rivets there, these are definitely old rivets. And these pouches are individual. Okay, this backing or the belt part is actually pretty nice and thick. It's a good 1/8, and the pouches are very, very thin, or they're like half that, just about, very, very thin. Now, in the research that I've done, or the question that I had whether or not it was Boer or Mexican, I showed you some of the, at least one little Boer picture, but there's plenty of them online. If you look at them, there are plenty of them. But why the heck did I think it could be Mexican? For those of you that are curious, well, I've shown this book before on another little video. Okay, and look at the shoulder. Look at this. This is a little bit different, but that's okay. But look at that. Okay. Now we're gonna look at some more pictures, which is, I'm just curious, just curious. Now, the question is, did like I said, did the Germans supply the Mexican army with more than just rifles and, of course, ammunition? The French were extremely influential, much more than the Germans were, for quite a few centuries in many, many countries. But when it comes to equipment and rifles, of course, the Germans were pretty much the kings. But look at that. Look at that bandolier. You tell me if it doesn't look like the one I've got right now. And these pockets here that you're looking at, these are not for 2 stripper clips. This is for 1. I've actually even seen a Boer with this type of bandolier. No snap over it, no strap over the ammunition, just like that. And of course, like I said, they were both using, for the Mauser, they were 7mm Mausers. Now here's another picture. Now you tell me if that doesn't look like what I've got. It's a little difficult to tell because, you know, it's black and white, it's old. It's a good picture. And let's look at something else. Look at these guys here hanging out on the train. Look at that bandolier. Look at that strap on these guys. Okay, looks familiar. And as part of the French, you know, the uniform that the French were using, the Mexicans copied, the Americans copied them to some degree as well. And look at this guy. I mean, look at that. Look at that, right? And now, let's look at this. Right, just one single strap. Very, very similar. And this is why in my basically years of looking into this kind of stuff, I just keep thinking, I wonder what it is. If it's, did the Germans supply this? Did supply this to the Mexicans as well? Because, like I said, you never see this in the movies, never. And in fact, you never see the cartridge belts like this guy here. You never see, you know, bandoliers. You never see this kind of stuff in the movies, and I don't know why. Because those two were extremely prevalent in the movies or in real life. You see a lot of like this one. You see stuff like that with the single loops, you know, with the Pancho Villa and all that, because that, which is more propaganda for, it's Pancho Villa, Pancho Villa, Pancho Villa, that'll sell, you know, promote that one. But this one here is, it could have been German. I mean, maybe some of you Boer guys out there who know the history of the Boers, you know that, hey, the Germans did supply this kind of stuff. Because there's no way in hell you're going to tell me that once the Boer War was over that they shipped all this stuff to Mexico, because that just doesn't make any sense. But in any case, my friends, I hope you know something about this bandolier. I hope you enjoyed my little video here, show and tell. And I'm gonna try and make one of these, of course, for myself. I've been wanting to do one for years, but I hate making mistakes, and so I never do anything. I'm surprised I did my my Bedouin cartridge belt. I actually did that one. It took me like 6 months to get that stupid thing done because I'm always worried about doing it wrong. But the snaps here, if anybody knows anything about these snaps, I would appreciate any information. I know that they're definitely antique, old, and I've seen them before. I have absolutely seen them before. And the people in downtown LA who sell all these kinds of things, snaps, buttons, buckles, they told me it was a Sigma snap, but I don't think that it is. It's just antique. In any case, if you know anything about the German supplying Boer bandoliers, besides the one that has the ammunition sticking out, like this one here, that'd be pretty cool. So let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and we'll see you on another cool find someday soon. All right, thanks.